I got a random email at work about this TV show that was coming from a company I'd never heard of called Blackfella Films, and I deleted the first email because I get lots and lots of emails, and I just thought it was some spam coming through. But I got another one, I think, and I started to look into it and followed it up, and I learned that there'd been a similar show produced by the BBC in the UK in 2008. And I looked into Blackfella Films and I discovered that they're a really reputable film production company that take on kind of social justice issues and really try and push the boundaries of the way we think about things and the way we consider things. So they're the company who produced Filthy Rich and Homeless and also First Contact, which were two highly regarded shows. I had a lot of faith in Blackfella Films because of their ethical standards. So they had, one of the things I learned was each of the 10 people went through a really stringent screening process before they could get on the show, and Blackfella Films had a clinical psychologist kind of as part of the crew in case any support was needed. The activity was very divorced from how we would normally work clinically, so you don't watch people do a series of activities and then try and decide which diagnosis would best suit them. Although we had very limited contact with the 10 people, the three of us were just really stunned by the courage, I guess, of these 10 people to put themselves into this kind of show, and for some of them to talk about their earlier difficulties was just incredible. People don't mind necessarily talking about the fact that they might have diabetes, but they do mind talking about the fact that they, at some time in their past, they were diagnosed with social phobia or major depression or something. I think we need to start changing that, and I think as mental health professionals we have the responsibility to be the first ones to start changing it. The patients have told me that other health practitioners they've seen have told them that depression is a lifelong illness and they'll have it for the rest of their life. Well, I don't know why you would give people that message. There's absolutely no evidence that that's the case, and it's a really limiting belief. We need to be the change we want to see in the world. I think we can start breaking down stigma, both by the way we talk about it, but also by the way we treat our patients and clients. That I sometimes think that we see mental health problems and diagnostic conditions as being very life-limiting conditions, and I don't think we should see it like that. And I think we should be communicating to our clients and public and our clients and patients, but also the wider public, that this is, people go through horrible things in their life and, shit happens. And then people can, sometimes on their own and sometimes with good help, can overcome it and live happily ever after. Dreadful things happen, there's no doubt about that, and really dreadful things, but they don't have to stay dreadful. And I guess that's where psychologists can really play a leading role in communicating that message. I think we can communicate it by talking to other people, by making ourselves available, but there's also lots of opportunities on websites with blogs and various other medium to be starting up a really helpful conversation about the resilience and the tenacity of the human spirit and how people can overcome awful things and go on to live the sort of life they want to live.